Welcome to episode 205, The Pursuit. Hey, what I love most is helping people escape the rat race by helping them build a successful business around something they're passionate about. I made the move 26 years ago and have never looked back. Best decision of my life. So if I can help you in any way, please make sure that you reach out. Would love to have a conversation with you around that. And if you like today's episode, you're going to love my book. Head over to billstorm.com where you'll find the link to download yourself a free copy. So let's talk about the pursuit. So the outcome isn't really what makes us happy. It's definitely pursuit. And the pursuit is the joy of actually playing the game and being in the now. Now, this is the challenge, okay? I am definitely a goal-driven person. I am a D-type personality. I can be very obsessive about things because I want to be the best at the thing, and I definitely want to achieve the outcome that I want. So there's this constant battle, right? There's this constant struggle back and forth between focusing on the outcome and just focusing on just being present and enjoying the struggle, right? And the joy of the struggle, if you will. Okay. So I've actually chosen to do many hard things throughout my life, very difficult things, things that were really long game type of activities where I couldn't get instant gratification. And eventually they wore me down where I had to stop focusing on the outcome and I just had to focus on the now. So for example, I've run 2 marathons. That's 26.2 miles. And the first time I ran a marathon, it was absolutely brutal because I was so focused on the time that I wanted to turn in that I didn't really enjoy the race. I didn't even enjoy the training. It was just go, 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 go. I have to get to this place, get to this outcome. And it made it very, very difficult. And because the experience was so bad, and because I didn't even get close to hitting the time that I wanted, the second time I thought, you know what, this time I'm actually going to have fun. I am going to enjoy myself. I'm going to enjoy the training. I'm going to enjoy the people that I'm surrounded by during the course of the race. Hell, I'm even going to talk to some of them along the way and just really take it all in. And surprisingly, the second time around, I did much better. My outcome was literally 40 minutes faster than the first time that I ran it. And it's because I kept myself in the present and enjoyed the game. Okay. Now, did I give up on the goal? No, I didn't have to give up on the goal because I was actually enjoying the thing. And because I was putting in the work on a regular basis, I was going to achieve the outcome that I was looking for anyway. Same thing. I've been training in martial arts my entire life. And for the past 14 years, I've been training in the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is very difficult on an older athlete's body. As of this recording, I'm 53 years young, just about to turn 54. And I am the old guy. I'm the old man on the mat for sure. And it definitely is much harder on an older person's body. It takes a lot more time to recover. You don't have the same stamina or explosive strength that that the younger guys do. But I like it. I enjoy it. So I keep doing it. But here's the thing. In order to achieve the rank of black belt in jiu-jitsu, it takes a minimum of 10 years. That is a very, very long-term goal. And what jiu-jitsu does is it really makes you stop thinking about the belts and the stripes and all of the things that as Americans we focus on, right? Achieving the goal and the steps along the way. And instead, what it forces you to do is just be there in the now and be present and just start to enjoy the training for the sake of training, because if you just keep showing up and you just keep training, eventually you're going to become very proficient in something. When you do something long enough, you master it. Okay. It is the same thing as starting a new business, especially if you're starting a business online. Like I already had existing businesses, but as technology started to take over, I realized that, oh my goodness, I need to get better at this. And I was technologically challenged. I mean, even in school, back in high school, computers were really just becoming a thing. They opened up a computer lab, but there weren't many people that actually went to it. So I didn't really learn much about it. And I didn't even enjoy video games all that much. So even something like learning the online game, trying to force yourself to get to a particular place too fast just isn't going to work. You have to start all over again in the baby steps and enjoy the process of learning just for the sake of learning. And it's actually funny because my son is going through the same thing with his business and his business ideas. He's going through this and he's very much like me, where he's very focused on the outcome, getting to a place fast, and getting anxious or angry and frustrated with the whole process. So the only thing I can really do is tell him the same thing that I have to tell myself, and it's like, enjoy the game. That's what makes it challenging, but that's also what makes victory so sweet, right? So what you have to do is you have to focus on becoming the kind of person that's actually deserving or capable of producing the outcome that you want, right? You can't force it to happen. It takes training, it takes conditioning, right, over a certain amount of time to become that person that's capable of producing the result that you want. And it's kind of like a statue, right? When you first start with a big block of marble or a big piece of stone, you have to just keep chipping away at it, and then until eventually this magnificent statue appears. And that's what you're doing with yourself, right? You're chipping away and chipping away and chipping away until you become this magnificent statue that's capable of so much. So the lesson is you have to enjoy where you are in the present. So ask yourself this question: what do you love about where you're at in your journey? Seriously, what do you love about where you're at in your journey? Do you actually, if you think about it, do you actually like the fact that something is difficult, that it doesn't come easy, that you have to put in the work? Maybe that's something that you actually enjoy. Maybe you feel upset or anxious about the thing, but maybe that's a good energy. Maybe that's a good energy because you want to become the best at something. And then what have you learned? What do you appreciate about the struggle, right? What have you learned? I think that's a great question. What do you appreciate about the struggle? And John Maxwell says it this way, and he was telling the story about his kids. And he said, whenever we experience something new as a family, one of the things that I always ask my kids is I say to them, what did you love about the experience? And what did you learn, right? What did you love about the experience? And what did you learn? Great questions, right? Great questions to ask yourself and great questions to ask other people. Because when you start to ask yourself those kind of questions and you start to ask other people those kind of questions, that starts to become your focus in who you are, okay? So sometimes we're so hard on ourselves and we're so focused on the outcome that we forget that the joy comes from playing the game, right? If you're a competitor, you gotta love playing the game. Otherwise, you're just gonna get burnt out. And victory certainly wouldn't be as sweet if it wasn't challenging.